Hello and welcome to episode 501 of the Mark and Me podcast. As always, I'm your host Mark. Now today's episode is a dedicated special for the 2000trees festival that I attended last weekend. If you tuned in and listened to Mark and Me over the last week, you would have seen that I released the episode that was recorded live on the Forest stage with the wonderful excerpts. But while I was at the festival, I also recorded, as usual, loads of backstage interviews. So coming up on today's episode are the Dirty Nil, Knives, and Ashaine White. So there really is a bit of something for everyone. I love this festival. It feels like home. It's one big family. The atmosphere is unbelievable from the moment you get on site. And I'm so happy with all the interviews that I bring you today. And there will be a second part out in a couple of days' time with another 3 bands. And the good thing about this is it's all new bands that haven't been on Mark and Me. It's fresh new interviews, and I just love it. And I think you're all going to discover loads of new bands that you will instantly fall in love with. So let's kick things off on today's episode with the wonderful, the Dirty Nil.
So guys, welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Hey, it's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
It's a beautiful day, and this is the first time you've been on the podcast. So some bands I speak to have been on 3 or 4 times. What I'll do is I won't change the format. I'm very interested in going down nostalgia lane with you both today. I know it's not easy to think, especially in this heat, but when you're a kid, we all had our part-time jobs. We all went out there. We earned money to buy our first records. All of us did it. We all wanted to go and buy those first records. Even if it's a guilty pleasure, even if it's a stone cold classic, let's have a bit of truth time. Can you remember the first one you bought yourself? That first album, even if it's embarrassing and now you're going to tell thousands of people that it's an absolute hugely bad album.
The first one that I bought with my own money, didn't get for Christmas or something. The one that I went out and got was Limp Bizkit, Significant Other.
Amazing.
Yeah. And
so good.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah. Because that was before they really made it massive. Counterfeit was on there, wasn't it? Which
I
was
think so. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And Faith.
Yes, I was all about break stuff though. I mean, I just needed to have break stuff to be able to play on my Walkman.
Yes.
My parents, I remember my mom saw that I got that, and so then she went out and she bought me an edited version with all this stuff bleeped out, and she was like, maybe you can listen to this one too, and I'm like, no chance. I
just can imagine I'm going to get a chainsaw, beep, chainsaw,
yeah,
beep.
you bleep out the whole album.
Well, that's a hell of a good start. Great foundations. Is yours up there with Limp Bizkit, or are you now going to
no,
trumpet?
I wish it's a Smash Mouth album, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if it was the one. Well, Shrek came out.
Yes.
Right? And Rat Race came out. All Star was all over the place as it is now, because time is a flat circle. And I think I bought Astro Lounge. Or the one that had their cover of When I Saw Her Face. Whatever that. I'm a Believer.
Shrek made them massive, didn't it? They must be thank you so much, Shrek, because everyone now just associates that film, that trailer, that bit with that song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shrek changed the world.
The residual checks were rolling in.
That's where you're going wrong. You need another Shrek film to come along and be like, do you guys want to be on the soundtrack?
Have I got news for you?
Yes, this is an exclusive. Shrek 5.
They're making it.
It's all happening.
They're making it. It looks like shit, apparently.
Oh, man. We don't need that again.
Probably being made by AI now.
Oh, my God. So,
can't wait.
Yeah, check that out now. And if you're listening, film studios, we're not slagging you off already, but we don't need another Shrek film. Ever. With live music, my first gig, and I say it on every episode, was Green Day. I was very lucky on their Dookie tour.
Wow, that's sick.
Really phenomenal. 3-piece back then as well, so it's wow. What was your first gig? Can you remember? Was it an embarrassing one? Was it a stone cold classic? Surely it wasn't Limp Bizkit.
First gig that I ever saw, Kyle and I were at the same gig, our first ever gig, and
cool.
It was Good Charlotte on the Young and the Hopeless tour, 2003.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were at Cops Coliseum in Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah.
And I was in the mosh pit, And yeah, I mean, it was sick, man. I mean, Good Charlotte at the height of their powers. And then my second show was, I think it was Alice Cooper.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember when you went to that. And
Yeah.
then we did Blink that same year as well.
Yeah, no, we went to Blink. I think I saw Blink before I saw Alice Cooper.
Or was Blink the next year? Blink was, it's all around the same time.
Yeah.
Was Good Charlotte your first gig as well when you went? Was that,
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
fucking,
that I can
that's
like
romantic as hell.
confidently say was like a gig that I was like, I want to go to this, and my parents took me.
Yeah.
It was that for sure. I remember I got really upset because we were like a week later, we had hockey start up, and someone broke into the change rooms and stole a bunch of the kids' shit, including my Good Charlotte T-shirt that I got.
If you're listening, fucking
and
give it back.
I was in tears. But the funny thing about that is, very briefly after that, I did not care about Good Charlotte anymore whatsoever.
Is that because
Did
you
you
saw
a favor?
Is that because you saw Blink and you were like, everything else is?
The Blink show is like honestly one of my favorite like childhood shows. Like it was on the self-titled tour. Kyle and I went together. Kyle's mom drove us. Shout out Kelly. And we went to. It was at the Molson Amphitheater in Toronto in the summer, like late spring of 2004, and it was just unbelievable. Like again, height of their power. At least as far as we were concerned, that was a big album at the time. Still is. It probably is one of their biggest albums.
Feeling this? Come on.
Feeling this, you know. And the Used opened, and they weren't very good.
No.
But Blink-182 was really good.
Yeah.
Johnny likes Blink. Can you tell by his
I just
It's
know.
hot.
Oh damn!
Hey,
like
sleeved up.
the works and the hat?
And the
Oh,
hat.
there you go. Good work.
So would that be a dream to play with them?
That'd
It would
wild.
be sick to play with Blank. I think that if we could play with any of like our like childhood hero bands, it would probably be for me. I'd like to play with Weezer. I'd like to play with Weezer.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I think Blue Album and Pinkerton are two of the best albums that are like still in heavy rotation to me. I'll always go back to those albums. I think Pinkerton is just a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Absolute wild.
It was a big one for us. I
Yeah.
mean, like we, Kyle, I was just like obsessed with Nirvana, and then I like moved from there to like Blue Album. I got Blue Album, and then like I was obsessed with Blue Album, and then Kyle showed me Pinkerton, and I was just like, because I hadn't really given it the time of day really by myself. Like, just I think I wasn't ready for it. I was completely engrossed in the pop perfection of Blue Album. I wasn't really open to anything, and then as we were getting into like kind of being like 16 years old and radically confused about our emotions and our place in the world, it kind of opened my mind to that type of album. But yeah, I mean, we used to just play Tired of Sex over and over again with our braces as virgins in my parents' basement.
so cool. So rad.
I still practice, like if I'm playing drums, I don't really know what I want to practice. I just play that album from top to bottom.
Why don't you just do a Weezer set? Like, come to a festival one
coulda.
day and just do the
We
whole
could.
do the whole Blue Album.
We could have just done Blue Album, but
I mean, it's not great for promoting your own music, but
we did a sick cover set yesterday though. That was a lot of fun. We didn't play any Weezer though. We did play Nirvana. We played
was that in the
School.
forest or was
Yeah,
it?
it was in the forest.
Yeah, it was sick. Four Stage is awesome.
Played some Thin Lizzy, some Metallica,
That's
some
awesome.
AC/DC.
We got here late, unfortunately, because we wanted to see as much as we could, but we got here quite late, so we apologise.
That's okay. That's
But
okay.
that'll be another time.
Yeah, it's a long haul out here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll rip some covers again someday.
That'd be awesome. Do you guys get nervous when you come to a festival like this? Do you still kind of get those feelings of like looking at the posters, seeing all these incredible legendary acts, loads of different bands you may have shared the stage with before, but do you get that nervous like, I want to go on there because there's an opportunity to win new fans?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, we've been doing our band now for 20 years.
Is it
and
20 years?
20 years. We started in the
Wow.
summer of 2006, so it's like our 20th anniversary, like right now, basically.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you very
like,
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is so
Cheers.
good.
Here we are. Here we are.
We're toasting
Uh,
with 20 years.
Cheersing with some
20
empty
years,
Pepsi
man.
Maxes.
Yeah, caffeine free. We're hardcore.
Listen, it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, I mean, I think that when we were in our early 20s, and maybe even into our mid-20s, like I would get really nervous about these festivals and like when we'd have a big opening gig or something like that. But I think that now I just have like an immense amount of pride that we get to do this. That, like the music that we've made has allowed us to be on the same poster as legends, as you said, and you know, I think that when you're in music, you're lucky enough to kind of be able to turn it into a career, you go through different cycles of like appreciating it, not appreciating it, and you know, getting really hung up on the things that you wish were happening that aren't happening or whatever. But like at this point now, I think that we're both just really proud of what we've built, and like I just get mega stoked to do it.
That's beautiful. I love the honesty as well, because it isn't always every sunny day is a beautiful day, is it, in a band?
No.
Sometimes it's tough and challenging.
You know, it's a long way to the middle if you want to rock and roll.
Nice.
You know, it just is like, and I think that when we were in our kind of like in our 20s, it was all about just like striving, and like I think if I have one, it's not even a regret, but just like a reflection on my 20s, is that like I didn't really stop and smell the roses all that much. I was just like, we got to do this next thing, and if this next thing doesn't do this, then everything's shit, you know, like. And
but how easy is that to do? Because you've got to tell yourself to reflect. You need to step back in the moment, and no one does it.
That's why I'm really enjoying my 30s, is because like I can actually have a longer and more, you know, a more full spectrum vista of the past, and like enjoying the present about all this stuff. And I think that, you know, most of the bands that we played with when we were in our early 20s and we were playing in sweaty little clubs in Toronto and stuff, like they're all gone. They're almost all gone. Like one of the only bands that we played with in those early days is Pup, and they're just over there. Like, so it's, I think last night we were watching Pup play their record, The Dream Is Over from 10 years ago, and it just instantly filled me with like pride of like, we are here, we're in England, like people are going off, there's not many other bands or artists from our kind of like class of that kind of early 2010s like that is still kind of going. And so I don't know, I just feel really, really lucky that we get to do this.
It's wonderful. Have you had the same reflections? Have you kind of been able to see the progression as a band? I know it's 20 years now, which is mind-blowing, but do you get to the point where you get to stop and go, man, our audiences are getting bigger, there's more people singing our songs back, there's more merch? Like, have you been able to see the kind of way you've evolved?
No, definitely, yeah. I think sometimes it can get lost in the fog of everything, just because I feel like we've worked at a pretty good pace. We've done a lot of touring. We've spent a lot of time on the road, and it can all blend together. But we've had some time off recently, and that's been a good time to just reflect on things and appreciate, you know, how far we've come as a band, especially in 20 years, which is a crazy milestone to think of, that I still can't entirely fathom right now.
We're getting told we've only got a couple of minutes left, but what we do on the podcast is every guest that comes on, in between, when we put this special out, there's a piece of music that's played at the very end of the episode.
Yep.
You guys on the spot today get to choose a song that means a lot to you personally, that you would love to be played on the podcast. Not by yourself, but a song when I asked the question probably came to your heart before any other. Is there a song when I asked the question now that you think, I want to have that played on this podcast? It's hard because you've probably got 100 songs in your head and you're whittling it down to 10, to 5, to 2.
Oh, no, I don't even know. Like one each or just one?
If you have one each, then I'll probably get you to fight, and then the winner gets to have their song.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
No, I got nothing off the top of my head right now.
I'm gonna have to go with there's so many, but I gotta go with Paradise by John Prine.
Yeah,
I just
that's
love
a great
that.
choice.
I just
See,
love
he's on the
that
same
song
page.
So much. Love John
Is
Prine.
your justification just that you love the song that much?
Yeah, it just reminds me of home, even though I'm not from Western Kentucky, but it just reminds me of home. It's a nice...
That's a good enough reason.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough to go see John Prine before he passed away. Me and my dad drove down to Kentucky and saw him, and he opened and closed the show with Paradise.
Beautiful.
It was such a sick move. And then I saw him, like, a fefew months later in Toronto at this guy named George Stroumboulopoulos' house. Like he played in his house and they filmed it, and then John passed during the pandemic. I think he got COVID. Like there's a really actually. To all your listeners, I recommend. There's an amazing article about John Pryan's final gig, and it was a lifelong goal of his to play in Paris.
Okay.
And he'd never had before, and so he was touring when the pandemic basically was starting, and he had his last show was in Paris, and he just couldn't wait to play this show, and like the place was packed, and like it's just a great like piece about like him sitting on his balcony, like having like eggs and toast and drinking coffee, just super stoked for his gig, like kind of reflecting on his life. And like anyways, it's a beautiful article, and I think it was the last one that he did before he died.
I'll make sure I post that on the episode notes,
Yeah.
because that sounds fascinating. Thank you, guys. Our time is up, but can we just grab a quick photo?
Let's do it.
And enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much for having us.
And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lays? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
So that was my first interview with the wonderful Dirty Nil. A great band, first time on Mark and Me, and just great fun. And I've listened to the band quite a lot since. I'm really deeply fallen in love with them. It's great because even as the podcaster, I find new bands all the time. I never have enough time to listen to every single band at a festival. And this is why I love 2000 Trees. I've discovered the Dirty Nil. They're absolutely incredible. And now I'm going to spend loads of time over the summer getting to really fall deeper and deeper in love with this band. Next up, another first time for Mark and Me with the wonderful Knives.
So, guys, welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Hello. How are you doing?
What up?
I'm very well. I'm very, very well.
I'm taking over this podcast.
Yeah, you're the host, man. That's it now. I've lost my job. What I do, guys, because this is your first time on the podcast, is I'm really intrigued. When you were younger, we all remember the first album that we ever spent our hard-earned pocket money on. It might be a terrible album that you never actually reveal the truth and pretend it's something cool, or you might be really honest today and tell me it's a stone cold classic. But for each of you today, what was the first one that you remember going out there with your hard-earned pocket money, getting it home and being like, this is the one?
I actually know what mine is.
I know what mine is.
Mine's so bad. You're going to find mine very funny, and it makes a lot of sense. Mine is
just
Arocalypse by Lordi,
Oh no, that makes sense.
the fucking Swedish band that dress up as aliens.
Oh yeah.
Chainsaw Buffet band. That's the first album I ever bought.
That's not too bad. I was
That's
expecting
that is terrible.
It's bad, but there's been worse.
Do you want to go first? Because I think mine's first.
I remember saving up my pocket money and going to HMV and getting Now 69 with, I think, Alicia Keys' No One. And I remember playing that on repeat.
69 specifically.
Now 69 with Alicia Keys. I remember it. Yep.
Alright.
Do they still do those Now compilations? Because when I was a kid, like, I'm
They
older than
do.
you guys, but I would buy, like, Now 23. And on there would be all the singles of the year. So I'd be like Charles and Eddie at the time, or they'd be like Jive Bunny. These are like, who the fuck are these? But they were like a great chance to get all the singles that have come out. I don't think they do it anymore.
No, they do.
did it like
It's now
they used to do it,
238, and we're on it.
Wow. and it's only on download playlist on Spotify. You can't actually buy
Don't
it.
look up the owner of the playlist.
Right, my first album, it was McFly. I think it's called Room on the Fifth Floor, and it's got 5 colours in her hair on it. I remember because I lived in Germany, my dad got it for me, like when he came back from the shops, and I was like, and that's music to me. The best album.
It's a great riff. It's a
Yeah,
catchy
oh no,
riff.
The first album I got bought was that one fucking Mika album.
Mika.
Oh,
yeah, you
wait.
know, I could be brown, I
whatever
could be
happened to
blue, I could
Mika?
be high in the sky.
I actually don't know then.
That was a good
Which
banger
one I
album.
bought. I remember
By the
the
way.
first album I ever had was McFly.
Yeah.
Like Room on the. I think it's called Room on the Fifth
And that's
Floor.
not a
I don't know.
terrible one.
It's not terrible.
Do
but
you know
it's
how
like,
many bands I speak to that are all cool and in the hardcore scene and like
Literally, they're like
Floyd,
it
Dark
all.
Side the Moon.
No, they're
Hey,
like
that's a fucking unreal album.
Yeah, but that's not
most of them are like it's McFly or Busted. They just don't want to admit it because now they're in like Deftones or fucking Fear Factory. But the truth is, where it all started, they were like. Genuinely, McFly was the bridge to then get into Fight Star or to then those other
People
bands.
lost their whimsy, man. Like, it's alright to like. We're on a bit of a Maroon 5 hype right now.
Where's my Maroon 5
Yeah.
There's a lot of jive and funk with that band.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That first album.
Songs About Jane is
Unreal.
Album.
So where we
So
normally
good.
go on this podcast, because this is your first time, is now into literally live music. First ever gig. Surely it wasn't Mika. It wasn't going to be McFly.
Mine was not Alicia Keys.
If it was Alicia Keys, that would have been a hell of a good
it
first
wasn't
start.
Alicia Keys, but it was Cher Lloyd.
Cher Lloyd,
Cher
is that the
Lloyd.
one that won Pop
She was on X
Factor?
Factor. I don't think she won it.
I think it was called Pop. Was it called Pop Stars then?
Definitely X Factor.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I remember because my parents sent me to my room because I was being naughty, and I was literally like crying, so upset because Cher Lloyd was playing on X Factor and I wasn't allowed to watch it. But then I got to go see her in concert, so it was all fine.
Did she win?
No.
I think it was like 4.
Oh.
Nobody that wins X
Yeah, I think
Factor
it was
ever
cool.
does well.
No.
It's always the people that come second, third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I can't believe we're talking about this, but One Direction didn't win, did they? Those
Nope.
guys, they
No.
all like came
Neither did
runners up.
Jessie J, neither did Leona Lewis. Jessie J
Jessie
not
J-
on X Factor?
yeah, she didn't
Well,
win 'cause
I'm not wrong then.
she didn't win. Yeah, like, not wrong. Yeah.
And then another fun fact about Cher Lloyd is that she sent me a selfie a couple of months ago, which is
So how's she doing? Has she got a music career?
yeah, she's still going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, our mate Jordan writes music with her, so he was with her and sent me a selfie. It was great.
That's a lovely 360 moment. So now we've got Cher Lloyd as a good benchmark. Are you going to be able to top this? Are you going to be like Gareth Gates, Will Young?
My first show was actually I went to see. It was like a really random one. It was Blink 182 in Bournemouth, where I'm from, and it was the support band was the Blackout and the All American Rejects.
The Blackout. Sean is here today,
I used to love the Blackout. when I
Yeah,
was younger.
great
I saw
band.
them for years.
and he is the biggest Blink 182 fan in the world. I would say.
Really?
Look at his arms. They're all Blink tattoos. He's got a Blink hat. He travels around the world watching them. So it's a great start.
Damn.
It's pretty.
Sorry
they
to
were
hear
pretty
that.
good. They were really good live. It was like before like Tom left.
Yeah.
It was like Tom like left like a few months later.
Amazing.
Again.
So
Is
that
that
must have
the
been a
one
hell
with
of a
Tom
first gig.
Huh? Is that the band with Tom DeLonge?
Yes.
Okay.
That pretty big band.
Yeah, he has no idea. He
I
thought Jesse
hate
J was on X
Blink-182.
Factor.
Oh man, he hates Blink 182.
Boring.
Again, this is the biggest fan of the.
Sorry.
yeah. Let's have a fight. What was your first gig?
My first gig was a Rush cover band.
Oh my god. Well, did they do it justice? Because that is
They
hard
did.
musicianship. Especially
My
the
mum
drums.
was in it.
No way.
Yeah.
What did she play?
Geddy Lee, man. She's Geddy Lee. Because Geddy Lee sounds like a woman. What? Have I never told you guys this? No, my mum was in a Rush cover band.
That's unbelievable.
Is that surprising to you? Because my mum... Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Fair play. But what about after that then? So when it wasn't someone that's in your family, when was it that then you were like, right, now I need to go on from the Rush cover band and explore a band that isn't related to me? And if you now say, oh, I went to see Black Sabbath because my uncle's in the band. My dad was Ozzy Osbourne.
To be fair, his dad is Meatloaf.
I've been told I look like a young Meatloaf, which I think is really insulting, but...
No,
yeah.
Meatloaf's cool.
He's cool. He's fuck ugly, though.
That's a real horrible thing to say.
I don't actually know. No. No, I have no idea.
While you think, for these guys, have you come to this festival today and thought, I'm quite nervous? Because you're looking at the poster and seeing these incredible bands, these massive bands that have got a legacy. You know, let's be honest about it. Over the weekend, Don Broco yesterday was sensational. Funeral for a Friend, been in the business for over 25 years. Do you think, oh my God, we need to go there and prove a point? We want to win new fans. We want people to come and hopefully walk away from the festival and then invest their time in us because it's an opportunity to really showcase yourself.
I don't think any of us ever think like that. We're honestly a little bit, but like honestly, we're just here to have a good time.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really nice to be able to play with bands like Funeral for a Friend and
Yeah.
like you know, I'm a massive fan of like Sunny Day Real Estate, so like seeing that on like a lineup and being able to be in a band that's also playing the same festival as them is just like
That's a
it's
print out and put it
crazy.
on your wall at home. Like, look, we
Yeah.
played with Sunny Day Real Estate.
Yeah, it's just like it's really cool. Like for
Yeah.
me, I think it's really cool, and it can be quite nerve-wracking, especially
Yeah.
when you walk out on stage and it's just like loads of people. They're like, oh my god, that is insane.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely really cool, but I don't feel like we ever feel like we need to prove a point. We're just here to have a good time, and then if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, that's also okay.
Isn't that nice? Because you've not kind of set yourself up to fail or overachieve. You can just literally go in there with an expectation where you're like, let's just enjoy it, and whatever happens, happens. Because it's out of your control anyway.
Yeah.
As long as you go on stage and have fun and do a good set, you'll be proud of yourselves.
I honestly think we're only in this band because we like hanging out with each
Yeah.
Yeah?
other. Yeah.
Also, we've done, like, when we started the band, we weren't ever expecting anything, so we've done everything we ever wanted to do.
Oh,
So it's like,
why don't you just
whatever.
retire then and just fucking done?
Well, it's still fun.
Yeah.
The second it stops being
The
fun,
day
then
it
sure,
stops
but
being
like,
fun.
it's still fun. So it's just like we get on stage, and I'm just on there, and I don't see anyone in the crowd or anything like that. It's just me and my homies hanging out, messing around, and then we get off stage, and we're like, all right, day's done.
Amazing. We're almost at time. What I will do on this podcast is every guest that comes on, and because there's 3 of you, I'd like you to try between you to come up with one choice. So if you need to wrestle, if you need to play rock, paper, scissors, if you just need to have a massive
Need to
full-on
kiss really quick,
Royal Rumble in
you
here.
know?
But between the 3 of you, what's a song that means a lot to you personally? Not by your own band. I think you're going to have a lot of contrast because you don't all sit on the same page.
Can we say it all at once?
Yeah.
And then it'll be played as the outro music to your interview
yeah,
on
yeah.
that special.
Yeah.
Band first and then song.
No, let's just say the song.
No, just say the song,
Okay.
and we'll do it on 3.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2.
What once was.
That's unbelievable. How did you all do that? Was that a magic trick? Have you pre-planned that?
No, it's just our favourite song ever,
But
and
that
we
could have
play it-
easily backfired, and you could have gone like Wonderwall.
He would
I would
never
never say that.
No.
I would never say that.
No.
And I've got a lot of love for the Gallagher boys. 'cause
Yeah.
We're big Man City fans, so.
Oh God.
Now, one.
So you two. Yeah.
He's also.
Oh! I thought it was one of those cool festival shirts.
No.
Oh man.
It's just a cool football shirt.
I really love that you all chose the same songs. That makes it really easy for me to edit. Like really good.
Yeah. We've listened to it every tour we've ever been on multiple times a day, probably.
Every time it comes on, you gotta smoke a cigarette.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's like a rule of thumb. Yeah.
We are literally at 10 minutes exactly. So thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Last very much, because we'll go over by 30 seconds. What's the rest of the year looking like for you?
Busy. Yeah,
Busy.
always
Recording,
busy.
demoing,
Just playing
None of
shows.
that. No recording.
touring.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of shows.
Yeah.
Lots of shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amazing.
Might release a song or two. Who knows?
Maybe.
That helps.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
So that was my interview with the wonderful Knives. Again, another brand new band that I've only discovered because of 2000trees, and a band that I've really got into over the last week since I've been back from the festival. Please go and check them out. They're absolutely wonderful, and everyone at the festival was talking about how great their live set was. Now, to end today's interviews, there's a very special artist that instantly became my best friend. You'll hear the connection, you'll hear the chemistry and the love we have. It's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to hear this, so let's get to it. Here's me and Ashaine White.
Well, that's a whole lot of me. A whole lot of me. Yeah, I'm fixing myself. When you're somewhere else, that's a whole lot of me.
So welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Hi.
What I do with all guests that come on, and obviously this is your first time, so some guests have been on maybe 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
But what I want to do,
look forward to my future of being on 4 or
the
5
door
times.
is always open. I'm saying that on the first question. Could be the worst interview ever today. But at this point, what I'd love to know is, we're on a bit of a trip down memory lane.
Okay.
All of us had part-time jobs when we were a kid, and
Yes.
we want to try and save up and get an album.
Yes.
And I think we'd do everything we could. I did a paper round
Mhm.
and pocket money.
Mhm.
Do you remember, even if it's a real guilty pleasure or an embarrassing album, that first one you bought with your first money that you can probably hopefully remember today?
So bad. I was such a LimeWire generation child.
LimeWire.
Yeah,
Bring
I
back
know.
LimeWire. Yeah.
And by the time I got a job, Spotify was a thing.
Yeah.
Probably the first album I bought the full album that I bought myself, like a vinyl, was probably Nevermind, Nirvana.
That's awesome. Straight away.
Yeah, and it's like top album. Like,
you can't go
for
wrong.
me. Yeah. But I was such a LimeWire kid, and that's so bad. Buy music, everyone.
Do you remember when people won't remember this because they'll be listening thinking like, shut up, granddad, but you'd turn your computer on at night, set your downloads on LimeWire or Napster, wake up the next day, you'd be like, oh, I can't wait to listen to Green Day. You push play and it was just a corrupt file. And you're like,
did
that
not
took
have
me
sexual
all
relations
night.
with that woman.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so bad.
I was like, oh, and then you had to name the file into your iTunes so it would come up. Like, I would do everything. I would get like the title,
amazing.
artist
This is
name,
dedication.
album artwork, everything.
Yeah, and kids, if you're listening, don't do this because it kills the industry.
It does.
And it's tough enough as it is.
Yeah,
but they
buy
were the
your
good
music.
days.
They were the good old days.
So, I mean, that's a great one. And I had Nirvana Nevermind because one of my best friend's elder sisters had the cassette. And we were like, oh my God, look at that baby. It's naked. Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we went and put on, and then I heard Come As You Are, and I was like, this is unbelievable. But that was the gateway that then led me to Guns N' Roses, Pearl Jam, Green Day, and Deftones. So I was wondering, was live music as great for you? Obviously, you wouldn't have seen Nirvana.
No.
But what was your first gig that you can remember? Mine was Green Day, so I was very lucky. I was like 13.
Wow.
And I got back and I was like, Mum, Dad, I want to bleach my hair and be in a band for the rest of my life.
Of course.
Were you fortunate enough to have a great first gig, or was it?
My first big gig that I saw, and I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so going to gigs wasn't really a thing that I was able to do. But my best friend, for her birthday, got 2 tickets to the Arctic Monkeys Suck It and See era at the O2, and we were such big Arctic Monkeys fans, and she took me with her. So that was my first gig. I got to see Alex Turner in all his glory, and I think that kind of showed me that what live music was at that point in my life. I was probably 14.
Were you behind the kind of way that band evolved and did what they wanted to? Because obviously the first album is very, I'd say, Brit poppy with those riffs and the real punchy guitars, and then they just went into like a jazzy kind of. They just did what they wanted, and I respect them that they did it. But they lost a lot of fans along the way.
Yeah, see, I don't think they lost a lot of fans. I think they gained the fans that allowed them to move as artists and be eclectic.
That's beautifully said,
Yeah, and that's what I want for me. And I think Arctic Monkeys were really important for that in my life and my growing up, because it was like, you know, whatever people say you are is what I'm not, and all of those like rocky albums that were incredible and that were really jazzy almost.
Yeah.
And then Humbug and Suck It and See, and I loved Humbug.
Humbug's one of my favourite.
Me too. There's a song called Pretty Visitors that
is it Dance Little Star?
Yeah, Dance Little Liar.
Dance Little Liar, and then the guitar is just completely Queens of the Stone Age, and it's like Josh Homme just
incredible.
Yeah, it is.
And it showed me that rock music is expansive, alternative rock is expansive, and so did Nevermind, and so did Jeff Buckley, and so did Radiohead.
Jeff Buckley is one of my favourite of all time.
Oh my God.
Like, Jeff Buckley changed my life.
Mine too.
Yeah.
We are going to be best friends.
Ever.
Oh,
no one ever touches Jeff Buckley for me. Like, there's great bands and there's musicians that I've grown up with, but Jeff Buckley left this legacy with grace that is untouchable.
Untouchable. Do you know what? I'd never heard. I was searching for. I loved Paramore. I loved Arctic Monkeys. I also grew up on a lot of R&B, the Divas, Mariah,
Hayley Williams. So
Hayley Williams.
We're
literally okay. Perfect.
We're besties now. So
we are besties now. Done. Finally. But also like Leanne Havas. I love Leanne Havas.
Yeah.
She's like beautiful and showed me that playing a guitar can be beautiful and powerful as a black woman also. But when I heard Grace, which took me a while, I was 22.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I know.
Like, this is it. Like, it was the guitar playing,
Yeah.
The chords, the harmony, the jazz, the soul in his voice, the vocal runs, I really am interested in like Eastern scales and like classical Indian singing.
Are like, how are you hitting those notes? Like,
and from all of his range, and it just showed me that like, yeah, that's like where I see myself. I can sing jazzy, soulful music, and I can rock out on my guitar, and I can write a song that means something, and I can literally sing my heart out while playing guitar. And Jeff Buckley changed my life.
Love You Should Come Over is probably the greatest song in music history. That's my genuine.
Yeah.
I think there's just.
I don't know, I cry every time I hear it.
It's
like,
it's
wow.
stunning, like stunning, like a song. It's a real song that's like a timeless song. Like strip it back to just acoustic guitar, still a song. Have you heard the live albums where they go on the road and they're like
the radio sessions where there's just two of them? It's magical
in every way, and that's what I aspire. And I think I do as an artist, especially in the rock scene now. Later I'm playing Camp Turner, and I'm going to play that completely acoustically, and I hope my songs stand up still.
What time are you playing Camp Turner?
11 p.m.
Let's
opening
go to that.
it. Yeah, please
Straight
do.
after Don Broco. We'll go and see that.
Yeah. I'm so excited to show that alt rock music can strip back to an acoustic guitar and a song.
I thought you were going to tell me that you're doing Jeff Buckley songs. I was like,
wow. Maybe I can pull something out.
But
maybe I would love to do a Jeff Buckley cover, but I want to do it properly. And I'm not here to do an impression of anyone.
No.
I'm here to be myself.
That's wonderful.
So that Jeff Buckley cover will have to be an Ashaine White version of a Jeff Buckley song. And
something for the future.
Amen.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you
we'll
heard
have
it here
Last
first.
Goodbye
Deluxe edition of Ashaine White's debut album is going to have just all Jeff Buckley covers.
Just do a Jeff Buckley cover album.
But no, he changed my life too. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
And when you're here at a festival and you see yourself on the poster, and there's some great acts, legendary acts. Don Broco have just joined in.
Yeah, they have.
Some amazing bands like the Bronx, a whole range. Do you look at the poster and think, like, pinch yourself, like, with nerves, like, I've got to go there, and with absolute full respect, hope that you win new fans, because people might walk past and be like, who's this? I want to go and explore. You're singing your heart out, and they leave the festival saying, I'm going to check her out as soon as I get home.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I don't get nervous to play shows because I just love it, and I'm the most version of myself on that stage. So that's what I do this all for. Like, I love writing songs. I love being in front of people and playing a song and singing my heart out and kind of getting that energy and transporting energy between bodies. Like, that's what I'm here for. So seeing my name on a lineup, especially at 2000trees, which is like a rock festival, I'm just proud of myself, and I think 12-year-old me would think I'm the coolest person on earth, and that's what I do it for. So yeah, I just come and do my thing on stage and have the backing of Marshall and hope that people hear my music and like it. And if they don't, then maybe next time.
Do you get to enjoy the festival? Do you get to finish your set? And then obviously you said you're at Camp Turner.
Yes.
Do you then get to spend the rest of the weekend seeing stuff, or are you like, I've got to go and there's other stuff?
I have some stuff to do this weekend, which means I cannot be here for the whole weekend, which I'm gutted about, because Sunny Day Real Estate are playing, and they are like the queens of Midwest
Saturday?
emo. Yes, Saturday.
Yeah.
But I'm here all day till 11 p.m. and I'm going to go and have a beer and a burrito if I can find one, and just go and discover new music.
Amazing.
And go out there and see it,
And what's the rest of the year like? Obviously with the Marshall backing is incredible. What a company.
Yes.
I've seen so many great bands, Nova Twins and people through Marshall.
Yes.
It must be incredible to be associated with such an established, historic, British, solid company that have just
100%.
The moment you see an amp on stage, it's just iconic.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what time it is, and it feels great. The power of the Marshall brand.
Yeah.
Having that behind me as a person that's trying to make a genre of music a thing. I'm trying to make my thing a thing, and having the actual amplification from a brand like Marshall to go and do that, and the incubation and the support to go and do that. And for my peers on the label as well, Nova Twins took me on tour. They gave me their stage to amplify my sound, not to be like them or be like somebody else, just to be myself. And they gave me that stage to do that. I'm so proud to be here, and I just want to release music that can stand up to the timelessness of Marshall.
I think Nova Twins, I interviewed 2 weeks ago Tom Morello.
Yes.
And he was telling me that he chose personally for Nova Twins to go on tour with Tom.
Yes.
So I think they've took that mentality and gone, let's give you a chance and let's bring people that we care about. Obviously it's great you share the same labels and stuff, but to give that opportunity to other people, and I think it literally is handed down to the generation.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been connected to Marshall without Nova Twins, so I can't stand here and act like I did it all by myself. These girls helped me to be in the position that I am today by giving me their stage, and I think what they do is really beautiful. It's actually keeping new grassroots artists alive, and they're here to support people like them that are doing what they're doing in their own way, and it feels great to be in their footsteps doing that, and I will continue to pass that torch and do that as much as I can in my career as well.
And they've had the opportunity, you know, with Biffy Clyro they played with, and they're like, you just see these links and you think it's just really humble and real.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Have you seen their live show? Like, it's crazy.
They were here, I think, last year or the year before. Absolutely phenomenal.
They are insane musicians and beautiful girls, so they should be on all of those stages, and it's beautiful that they then give that stage to other people. They deserve to be there, so it's good that all these big artists are taking them on tour. They're on tour with Evanescence right now, and I think it's beautiful.
How mad is that? Insane.
Slay. Like, good for them, and I hope to be exactly like them and going on tour with them and other people, and you know, showing what I can do on stage with my Marshall stack behind me, you know. So yeah, big up Nova Twins every day. I can't sit here and say that the reason I'm around Marshall, it's because of the songs that I write and the shows that I do, but they gave me the stage to go and prove who I am.
Amazing.
So,
my last question for you today, and what I do on this podcast, and I've never changed it for the whole format of nearly 500 episodes.
Love that.
And I already have a bit of an inkling what you're going to say.
Okay.
But at the end of today's episode, I'll use a clip of your own music, but then the outro music is chosen by the artist.
Okay.
So you get to choose a song, not by yourself, but by someone that means a lot to you, which today there's been somebody we talked about, but it might be somebody else. It might be.
Okay, no,
but when I ask you the question, what would the song be that you think would tie up this beautiful interview today and be that bookend to like the song that comes to your heart and soul when I ask the question?
Yeah. I'm going to keep it on theme.
Okay.
I'm going to be predictable to our conversation, but we're going to do Last Goodbye, Jeff Buckley, but the road version.
Amazing.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, that's something like the Grace EPs, isn't it?
I think it's on one of the live or the deluxe version, but that was the energy I was giving on stage today at 2000trees, and I will continue to as this album comes out into the world.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
I've worked with Marshall quite a while now, and genuinely, and I mean this, 6 months' time, come back on. We'll talk for longer. We'll strip down your album. We'll strip down tracks. We'll talk more. The door's there. We can talk as long as you want and really deep dive, because I've had, Incubus on 3 times. There's bands I've been on that I've clicked with, and today's one of those connections. So if you ever want to come back on,
I would love that. Me and my producer, and let's break down the music that we write together.
Do it and talk in detail.
And let's do it, because I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
And we'll get a photo.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
A pretty face like mine can never do you wrong. I guess I've taken all my chances. Let me down, let me harass my head on my doors again.
So that was my interview with Ashaine White. Unbelievable. The chemistry is incredible. Our love for Jeff Buckley is on another level, and the fact she chose Jeff Buckley makes her my instant best friend forever. And that brings us to the end of the first part of the 2000trees specials for Mark and me, and I hope you've all enjoyed the interviews as much as me. It was an incredible weekend. I had so much fun. The sun did not stop shining for the whole time. Yes, I got a bit burnt, but it's the best festival in the world, and I truly mean that, and I can't wait to already get excited for next year's lineup because it's the 20th anniversary. But don't worry, there's still another special coming your way, and that'll be out in the next 48 hours with another 3 bands recorded backstage at 2000trees. But before I go, if you listen to today's interview and you're new to Mark and Me, there's another 500 episodes waiting for you on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. They're all free, and I appreciate all the love and time it takes to listen to the Mark and Me podcast. I appreciate every single like, every share, and if you can, please, as you're listening to this episode, share it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you use. It really does go a massive way, and all it means for you guys at home is to click a couple of buttons on your phone or your iPad. So please share this episode. I also want to give a shout out to the sponsors of Mark and Me, starting with Richer Sounds. If you guys at home want to get yourself some headphones, an amp, a record player, anything to do with audio and visual, go on richersounds.com or visit any of their high street stores. And finally, the wonderful Vice Press. This is probably the best company out there for any licensed prints and posters and merch. All of it is 100% official. It's all beautiful with the best artists all over the world contributing to this wonderful company. And the best part is, if you buy anything and use the discount code MarkandMe26, you'll save yourself 10% off your first purchase. Anyway, it's time now for me to go, so I want to say thank you for listening to the podcast, and I'll speak to you all in a couple of days' time.
feel the love between us die. But it's over. Just hear this and then I'll go. Girl, you gave me more to live for, more than you'll ever know. Girl, this is our last embrace. Must I dream and always see your face? Why can't we overcome this war? Baby, maybe it's just because I didn't know you at all. Kiss me out of desire, baby, no consolation. Oh, you know it makes me so angry, 'cause I know that in time I'll only make you cry since our last goodbye. Did you say, no, this can't happen to me? Did you rush to the phone to call? Was there a voice unkind in the back of your mind saying, maybe? Didn't know him at all. Didn't know him at all, sister. You didn't know. So hard on a side.